Greeting, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. I really don't know how to make something like this, but I'm just going to talk about it. In light of the recent events that have occurred with obviously the whole Capitol thing here in America and whatnot, and with the ongoing things of like the president getting banned and censorship for a lot of people on certain political spectrums are starting to occur, I just wanted to make this video real quick to just talk about a few things because I have lost respect for so many different people across this entire reaction to these series of events on both sides and whatnot. I'm not necessarily going to say who, because I really don't need fanboys over here attacking me and whatnot of these people and telling me that I'm on the wrong spectrum or whatever, because honestly, like I say in a lot of my videos, I am not political at all. But right now, I do feel like you need to follow these things because, well, they're using politics as an excuse to mix and mingle with literally everything these days, to the extent where millions right now are unemployed and having really hard time simply because people are politicizing a freaking virus that has a 99% survivability rate. So I personally feel like right now you do have to follow it. But in light of the events right now, you know, a lot of people are upset, and rightfully so. Like, I will never condone, you know, any kind of ridiculous wrongdoing. Like, no way, I will never condone that. However, that applies to everything, not just a certain political side. And holy cow, I honestly, I'm telling you guys right now, the media is the biggest threat to freedom on the entire planet right now. The media across the entire world is the biggest threat to freedom that I think I have ever witnessed in my lifetime. They twist narratives and make it seem like everything is just black and white. There's no full, you know, two sides of the coin or whatnot. They just make it seem like it's one-sided, and if you're on this spectrum, then you know you're wrong. And they blow everything out of proportion. Like, you can't watch a single thing that the media says and take it with not a grain of salt. You need to take it with a whole freaking salt shaker, because these people will literally have you believing something that is, they don't even base it off of anything. They just base it off the fact that, well, we're just not supposed to like this person, we're just not supposed to like this group because this, that, or the other. The fact of the matter is, these same people, over the course of literally 200 days pretty much, literally a third of a freaking year of rioting and burning and whatnot, they were saying that was peaceful protests. People were literally being raped, people were getting murdered, people were literally getting assaulted. They didn't say a word. And to this day, I will never forget the fact of the matter, and I'm going to show it on screen right now. The whole thing saying, fiery but peaceful protests. A city is burning down behind a freaking reporter, and they have the gall to say peaceful protests. You see, and then the Capitol gets stormed, and oh boy, man. Oh, everyone on this side is a neo-Nazi and whatnot. And, now we must ban the president, and we must ban anyone who has certain political affiliations. Can you imagine if Twitter pretty much said, alright, anyone in BLM, you know, must be banned immediately? Simply because of, like, what a whole bunch of bad apples did. Because let me tell you something right now. To say that all of BLM, you know, literally burnt down cities and whatnot, would not be true. Did a good amount of them do it? Probably, absolutely. 100%. But to say that there were not any people there peacefully protesting would absolutely be a stupid thing. And I say in my videos all the time, I try my best not to generalize. But holy cow, is the media just generalizing on a scale that I have never seen. And social media, I'm telling you, they're doing it in a way that's, it really makes me wonder, like, do they not see, like, where we're approaching? When you're burying information, and you're pretty much making it seem like, oh, this has just been debunked or whatever, then when we try and actually find the truth, and you say, oh, present the truth, and you just censor the freaking truth, what do you want us to do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you honestly want people to do? Honestly, again, I don't condone what happened at the Capitol, but in a way, I honestly see why people did it. You know, like, because if BLM is going to burn down cities to get people to listen to them, then what do you expect people on the other side of the spectrum to do? You know, if that's the only thing that's going to get your attention because you're going to censor information. I mean, to this day, folks, to this day, when the little boy, Cannon Hennett, got shot, I didn't hear a single media talk about it. I heard no one talk about it. You know, I genuinely feel like they suppressed that information. But oh my goodness, Someone died at the hands of cops. That 100% he was a 100% innocent victim. Blah 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 blah. You know, like the narrative is so forced right now. It's just so pushed that they're just trying to say this side bad, this side good, and that's just all there is to it. There's no gray areas. There's no in between. There's no two sides to the coin. Just one-sided. And if you disagree, you're a bigot, you're phobic, you're racist. Blah 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 blah. The entire bloody alphabet at this point. And I'm so sick of it. Can you imagine? Listen, if you guys are honestly thinking that this censorship crap is good, why do you think that somehow, like, oh, it's good and it'll only always be on this side that we don't like? You know? You're praising the fact that these people are getting banned? Okay, what makes you think you can't get banned? What really makes you think that you can't get banned? People can get criminalized in a day. And right now, those people, conservatives pretty much, have gotten criminalized in a day. What makes you think that can't happen to you? I mean, look at YouTube. Look at censorship, for goodness sake. They always suppress certain topics that they don't like to hear. Can you imagine if someone was struggling with depression and suicide and YouTube said, we want to be a happy-go-lucky platform, so we're going to just remove people who talk about depression and suicide. This person is desperate for help and they're unable to find it because YouTube's over here trying to be family friendly, or they just want to pretend like bad stuff doesn't happen in life because that's not good for their platform. That's not good for ads. Can you imagine if someone couldn't find that? You're likely probably helping someone kill themselves if they can't find the freaking help that they need to want to move forward in life and move on. But that's what's happening here. And what blows me away is the fact that these people are honestly saying that that's a good thing that happened. That's a good thing that people are getting censored right now. It's a good thing that information is being withheld from the public. Because, well, I just don't agree with that. What? You don't agree with information? It doesn't matter if you agree with information or not. What matters is that people get it so that they can formulate their own conclusions. The media is not the final say in a story. Okay? The media does not have the final say in a story. You have to actually look. It's unfortunate. The media should not be subscribed to any spectrum of politics. The media should just 100% tell it like it is, no matter what spectrum it is. If you so happen to lean on conservative, when the conservative does bad, you report it. If you so happen to lean on the left, when the left does bad, you report it. The media should not be a partisan aspect. It should be its own entity and just report the news and tell it to the freaking people. But it's not. They subscribe to political spectrums and then my side can do no wrong on both spectrums. And it's infuriating to see how people are encouraging this and they're happy that this is happening. Because I'm telling you, this is how this literally dystopian regimes are formed. By this. Just let us get in control. We'll take care of all your problems. Don't worry about it. We'll handle it. It'll be fine if you just let us get in control. That's what they always say. Hitler did not rise to power by saying he's gonna, like, you know, kill all Jews. He didn't get there. Neither did Joseph. Neither did I can't remember the Chinese guy's name, but it's like Zhao or something like that. Whatever. None of them got to power by promising what they ended up doing in their regime. They got to power by, you know, twisting it around and making it seem like, oh, we're the good guys, we're gonna fight for you, and, you know, we don't need that, and blah, 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 blah. Then when they get there, it's a complete 180. Just like everyone in politics. Complete 180. I'm completely fed up with this. You know, I know that I said on my channel that, I was hoping to do a lot of things in relation to, like, you know, like the channel update and whatnot, but, you know, now, I genuinely think that I have to fight this. You know, I can't stay silent. I'm obviously not going to put everything that I'm feeling here, but, like, I'm probably going full force on, like, BitChute and whatnot, and, like, when I start recording these podcasts, like, I can't not talk about these events anymore. I can't. That is just not within me, like, to just sit by and be silent as this crap goes down. You know, if YouTube wants to ban me for actually, like, you know, having this feeling that I do, then whatever, man. Because it's just a further notion that, like, you know, these mega corporations, these monopolies, nah, man. No. They're catering to a certain political spectrum, and the other spectrum can't talk about it. Or even if you're not on either spectrum and you're just trying to get the full information, suppressing the information so people can't find it, so that you just get persuaded to believing one. No, this just can't, this can't go down. And if I sit idly by as this happens, then I'm pretty much just helping the problem. And, you know, it's probably like someone said the other day, like, you know, it's like, You know, maybe they're just hopeful that humanity will make the right decision. No, they freaking won't. No, they won't. People are so concerned. Listen, all people are concerned about with, like, information these days is just entertainment and social media. That's literally it. If it's not fun, if it's not entertaining, and it requires research and a little bit of time dedication, nope, can't do that. Nope. We can't have that. You know, I can spend literally hours on end, day by day, chatting with someone that may or may not be catfishing me, but I can't dedicate an hour or 2 hours to research, to digging into things for myself, to formulating my own conclusions. I can't do that. Nope, can't have that. So when someone told me like that, you know, like they have hope in humanity and the fact that, you know, oh, maybe they'll just choose the right choice. No, they won't. They never do. If they did, then the regimes wouldn't have happened. Hitler wouldn't have happened. Stalin wouldn't have happened. You know, I can't remember the Chinese guy taking over, but that wouldn't have happened if they chose the right thing. People just want someone to just instantly rescue them from their problems because they don't want to look into information themselves. I'd rather just trust someone else. You know, like, I've asked people multiple times, you know, why is it that you just feel like this person is infallible or something? And they say, oh, because I'm too lazy to look into things myself. Listen, man. I don't want to be mean, okay? But if something bad happens to you in life, because you chose to do that, don't complain. I mean it. Like, if you literally got, like, some kind of medical condition because you chose to believe someone, you know, is infallible simply because of their title or whatever, and then you get a medical condition and you want to cry victim, you're not a victim. That's your fault. Your fault. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. That's your fault. If you're going to honestly tell me that you're too lazy to look into information for yourself, but you can dedicate, you know, your free time to other things that are literally not as important. And listen, I've said it in my videos before. I am not opposed to fun by any stretch of the imagination. But to literally say that you can't dedicate anything to something more productive, you know, doing your own research, finding out things for yourself, formulating your own conclusions, then when something unfortunate does happen, you don't have anyone to blame but yourself. You really don't. You really don't. And unfortunately, that is the populace as a whole right now. They don't want to look at things for themselves. They just rather trust this person because, well, they have PhD in their name. They're infallible. They're a politician, so they're infallible. It's the media, so it's infallible. That's not how it works. Oh, wait, actually, excuse me. None of them think like that. Because the moment that the media says something that they disagree with, then it's fallible. You know? Then it's fallible. This is just... It's a lot to process right now, man. It's a lot to process. You know, it's easy for a lot of people right now to just be mad about the Capitol, mad about the Capitol. I'm more so mad about the media. And, like, this like, false narrative that they're just pushing, and that, everything's just black and white, and these people were just 100% bad and whatnot. And then, again, this literally 6 months ago, you know, like, riots, and they don't say a word. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. So, my advice to you guys is to just find your own information. The media is the biggest threat to freedom right now, and what you need to do is you must, listen to me guys, you must find independent sources that are not subscribed to any political side. And even if they may lean towards a side, if they let, like, their loyalty to that side stop them from reporting, don't watch them. Don't trust them, don't do anything. Find an independent source, find a third-party source, and do not, I'm telling you, get away from CNN, get away from MSNBC, ABC, all that garbage, all that mainstream crap, get away from it. Get away from it. Find independent sources, because we need news. It would be an absolute fool's notion to say that we don't need news at all. We need news, but get away from it. Get away from the mainstream stuff, and look at things for yourself, you know. And, you know, I may be falling on deaf ears, which I'm 9 times out of 10 am, because most people just don't care about this stuff, but you need to find independent sources, and you need to look at things for yourself, because the truth is being suppressed right now. On all sides, it's being suppressed, because, well, they want to uphold an image, and, you know, if their side is doing bad, they need to just suppress the truth, so that's how it's working. Honestly, again, like, I'm telling you guys, like, I'm not necessarily saying I'm not gonna, like, my channel's gonna just become all about, like, current events or something, not by a long shot, but I can't sit by and just not talk about these things anymore, like, I can't. I can post it to BitChute, and I obviously am going to be covering these things a lot more on BitChute now, but I can't just, like, just not address these things. Not anymore. The censorship is getting out of control across all platforms, across media, mainstream media, social media, video sharing platforms. It's getting out of hand. So also, like, I'm just encouraging you guys, please do check out the BitChute, really, because as time continues and like as certain people talk about certain topics, then I genuinely feel like as this like purge continues to happen, you're gonna find people, and listen, they're not necessarily gonna have anything to do with politics. I'm telling you, for all these people that think that this is a good thing, just imagine, like, if someone's getting banned because they made a serial killer documentary. You think it won't happen, but it can, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Free speech is being taken away right now, and we have to fight. We have to fight right now because this is ridiculous. No side should just be able to say whatever they want to say, and then the other side can't. That's not how free speech works. It's a two-way street. You can say what you want to say, and so can I. I don't care if that triggers you. I don't care if you find that offensive. That's how free speech works. Can you let's just before I end this, let's talk about triggering for a moment. You're telling me that me talking about a topic that you may not necessarily be comfortable with is triggering, but then you literally blasting me, calling me every name in the book. I'm not supposed to find that offensive? I can't get offended by that? You see how that works? But that's going to conclude this little mega rant / update, whatever you want to call it. I had to get off my chest because, again, guys, I'm going to be fighting this. I am. And who cares? I'm just probably some small YouTuber who's not really going to have any influence because YouTube buries people and they blacklist people. But I'm going to fight this. I just feel too convicted about this to just not fight this. So I'm going to fight this. So that's going to conclude this. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. And again, please do take what I said to heart in this. And I will see you guys next time. Rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you want to see in the future in the comments below. Stay safe, and God bless.